Hey everyone, look. My hair's standing on end like Kramer. Awesome. Adventures of the Jufro. So, I just needed to talk for 5 minutes to wake my ass up because I gotta go back to work. Because rinse, wash, repeat, that's what I do. Um, while I was sleeping, I had a comment left on my Facebook page, and when I checked my alarm on my phone, and was like, no, I gotta go back to work. Gotta get out of the fart sack here, you know, my beautiful electric fart sack. No, it's like being born. Seriously, like every morning, like I just do not want to get out of my fart sack, um, my womb. uh, yeah. So what's going on with me right now is I am 1 week late for my shot. You all know from a series that I did about starting a year ago that I take shots of testosterone once every 2 weeks, and I'm also on uh, thyroid medication as well. It's levothyroxine. Anyway, it's basically all endocrine stuff in my body being regulated with pills and shots and shit. Um, yeah, the wonders of serving your country that keep on giving and giving and giving. Um, and now it's VA medicine that is fucking with me because my brother's dog ate my pill bottle by taking it out of my jacket and taking it out into the backyard and chewed on it and broke it open. We saved like half the pills, but anyways, this was my levothyroxine, okay, and the dog might have eaten the other half. They might have like just gotten hidden in the dirt and snow. Don't know, but I had to call in and say I need to have my blood test a little bit earlier so that I can get another prescription. And what happened was, instead of taking my blood test right before taking one of my shots of testosterone, I had it in the middle, like 6 days after I had one of my shots. Well, now the doctor, who I haven't even talked to, I've only talked to the super nurse. The doctor says that my testosterone levels look so good that they want to see what it looks like if I don't take a shot for a month. And I can make some predictions for you. When I'm not on my shot, I get this thing in my eyes. It's like laser beams. Like I'm going to kill somebody. I'm not going to. And inside, on the inside, the me that is beneath all of this has nothing to do with how I look. I don't feel on the inside like this guy that I look like on the outside that looks like he's about to rip someone's face off, right? It's just not me. I'm a nice guy. But the longer I go without my shot, the more I look like I'm gonna fucking kill you, right? So I'm back to self-medicating with too much Mountain Dew and waking up to it because I love the caffeine and sugar. Because I'm a week late on my shot, and it's starting to get grindy. You know, I don't want to wake up. The world is a grind. But I did appreciate the message that I got from Spike Bravo while I was asleep, that he respects me, and that He likes that I get up and do something rather than just chat with other people on YouTube. That I actually do something else. Um, and many of you probably who don't think of him as a human being, a fellow human being, might be like, well, what does praise from somebody who we don't respect mean anyway? Well, he's not the only one. I get people who aren't even YouTubers in my market saying, wow, you're a young guy, you know, I'm in my mid-30s, but they think that's young for what I'm doing, because every rich person they know is fucking old, more gray hair than me. I got gray hairs, you know. Um, I'm getting more gray hairs as this market grinds on me every day because I have to wake up. But this morning, I will be mailing a painting of Kurt Cobain that I did to somebody in a different city, just like I mailed a painting of Courtney Love to somebody in Ohio. And I thought I was going to have to send some paintings to Missouri, but it turned out that it was a serviceman in the Air Force who he's stationed at Schriever Air Force Base right next to Colorado Springs, and he just didn't change his phone number. So he came and picked up his paintings. But he was taking them back to Missouri for Christmas. So I'm going statewide and interstate now. Not international yet, because Brian hasn't bought a painting from me. And he only recently got to see the painting that he tried to buy sight unseen, which is wrong. People don't buy art until you see it. But yeah, the market is coming along slowly. The effect that I was hoping for of everyone learning that there wasn't going to be another government shutdown that lays off half my city, in January. The effect that I was hoping for was everyone would be like a sigh of relief and then go out and spend money. But they still seem to be on this kick of save, 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 save. Which I guess shouldn't surprise me, because once you start looking into little ways to save, like coupons and coupon clipping and cooking at home and stuff, you can really immerse yourself into different recipes and like line up a whole week worth of recipes. And I get it. It takes a while for people to get back into the be a consumer, be a consumer, be a consumer mentality, because they're all pretty much in the save like we just went through the Great Depression, like we did. So yeah, the growth that I'm seeing in the market now is not commensurate with what I expected for Christmas sales. Christmas sales are a myth this year, but it's still normal growth. Like, it's normal months without a Christmas, minus October and the first part of November, which suck donkey balls and were stagnant. And any Republican who says that that he cares about small businesses, that was in on the whole government shutdown, let's hold out till the last minute. And any Republican who did not vote for this new budget that passed, should be very suspect to everyone for, future possible government shutdowns. I want this to come back on them during the next election cycle. I really do. Any Democrat that would vote against this bipartisan measure and, might vote with those Republicans, look at him too. I didn't think there was one, but if you do hear of one in the next primary cycle leading up to the elections, kill it while you can. You know, vote for the other guy. Because shutting down the government fucking sucks for everyone. So I'm going to leave a link in the description box of this video after I edit it on the YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just started live recordings through YouTube because I don't have time to edit. But I'll leave a link in the description box to one of my more proud moments and as a painter. And that is I painted my friends Haas and Christie, and I took a picture of the painting as they were holding it. So it's really me as a painter and me as a photographer taking a really good picture, one that got like 36 up thumbs right now, 36 likes, and Haas changed his profile picture to it. That's like how epic this is in bringing out feelings like, wow, bam, there it is. So I'll leave a link to that, because that's a moment that I'm proud of. Just got 2 more vendors in my market, and that healing fish tank ministry that I talked about in a previous video that continues to tear at my conscience. I still deserve another medal for not being bigoted in the world. I want it bigger than fits on my shirt, because I was told that my paintings are a gift, and when I say gift, I mean magical from God. God had something to do with this. And if you know anything about my technique, you know that I will cheat, motherfucking cheat more than any other painter cheat in order to get the image that I want onto a canvas. If you have to trace something, go ahead and trace it. If you have to use backlighting, you like light it from underneath and trace an actual image, do that. If you have to project it, if you have to use a ruler, if you have to use graph paper, if you have to use a stamp, if you have a rubber stamp. I need one because I've sold my 5th Heisenberg and I just painted 6 and 7. I'm like, you know what, I should probably make a stencil, you know, to start me off for making more of these, because I got one out on the floor and I got another one in the office waiting for that one to sell, and I have an order for the one on the floor. That's why I keep on repainting this fucker. But yeah, anything that you have to use to make that image that people like, that sells, you fucking use it, right? And maybe I'm a different artist than others in that I really do consider my art getting people to walk through the door of my market. That's like the point. That's the point in the end. But also contempt for people who paint a canvas that is really like one color fading into another color. I just saw this recently. I'm not going to say where or point out who, because it's a lot of people. I'm not picking on anyone, but Jackson Pollock is my enemy. He is my arch nemesis. Okay? If you can't look at something and at least get a feeling from it, let alone recognize something in it, like as a concept, like, oh, that's a flower. You know, oh, look, that looks kind of like how raindrops hit the cement. Oh, this makes me feel hatred, or this makes me feel love. If you don't get anything from something except for art, no, that's not art, you know. And people who buy Jackson Pollock paintings are the height of pretension and silliness and collectible mania, you know? Um, yeah, I don't like art if I can't recognize something in it as being something that means anything to anyone. Because, like I just said, my art is getting people to walk through a door. Okay? Nobody walks through a door for the incomprehensible at all. So, that's why I completely endorse using a computer for art, um, tracing, uh, stencils, whatever, anything, cheat, fucking cheat, 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 cheat. Um, put a picture of what you're going to do in front of you. Have those people sitting in front of you. Um, any technique that you need to get the job done and make it something that other people recognize as this is what the artist was trying to say. The message has been conveyed. And the message was this, and this is what I got. And there's not many Chinese whispers in between that changed it. If I painted something and I want somebody to say horses in a green pasture, and they say horses in a pasture, and they leave out the green, that's okay. At least they got part of it, you know. So, link in the description box. If you like that painting that I did, you can't have it because it was a one-off, but hit the like button and it will help my market some way. Liking my market on the Facebook page actually does. That's about as much e-begging as I do here. I have thought about doing Kickstarters for some of the things that happen in my market, but can't really figure out how to e-beg my way into having people walk through the door more. But when I figure that out, I promise you I will be here using the cheating of e-begging and cheat. You know what? If you're not cheating, you're not fucking trying. Okay? You wouldn't believe some of the fucking viral street fucking campaigns I've used to try to fucking promote my fucking market. We've put signs where we have no right to put them. Flyers in places where we have no right to be. All sorts of things. And it's about to get worse. Because if you're not cheating, you're not trying. If you try everything that's legally allowed and allowed with society, allowed by your community, and nothing's working, and you're waiting on whatever project you're doing to make you some money or have some people walk through the door, and you've got a business of some sort that you're trying to promote, and you've tried everything that you're supposed to, and I have paid thousands of dollars for TV ads that did not get one person to walk through the door. Radio, we're still on the radio shopping show, and those of you in Chicago know exactly what I'm talking about. But those of you in the Springs might. There's a thing called the radio shopping show. Look it the fuck up. Let's see. We've had craft shows, which actually do work, but marketing-wise, I'd say the number one thing that gets people in the door for us is right now Facebook, Craigslist, Google, and most of that is free except for my time, right? But there are other things that have gotten people through the door, like being in places that we shouldn't be and handing out a business card or a flyer, right? Putting up signs where we shouldn't have them, putting up flyers where we should not have them, And if you have a business, seriously, if you have a business and you have not done those things that you should not do to make it succeed, right? If you sat there content in, oh, well, I bought some radio and TV ads and I put some ads in the newspaper. Oh, we did that too, and that didn't work. Nobody reads fucking papers anymore. I put an ad in the Thrifty Nickel. I put ads everywhere I'm supposed to, because that's what successful businesses are supposed to do. If you do all of that and you're content to just sit down and say, well, I must not have a good idea. You know, maybe right now the market just isn't right for my type of business. If you do that, you are a fucking failure. You have a failure mentality from the get-go. Okay? If you think, well, if I can't do it between 9 and 5, if I can't do it on an 8-hour workday, well, then it was never meant to be, because life is about family. So you have to enjoy yourself for a couple hours every night. If that's your fucking mentality in business, go the fuck home and spend time with your fucking family, but don't even waste everyone else's time trying to be a fucking businessman. Okay? You have to do everything it takes until you get to that point of success, including eschew all spare time. Okay? The only reason I'm making this video right now is to wake the fuck up, get my blood pressure going, and get the fuck out there and kill some fucking sales and bring them home. Right? I won't be home until 10 p.m. Right now it's what, 9:30? I won't leave my market until 10 p.m. It's 9:30 a.m. That's 12 hours of work day. And when I get home, I'll be doing fucking internet homework for my fucking store, right? And this will continue on and on and on. And if you hear about, oh, there's some professions where people just make a whole shit ton of money and it's because of the degree that they got, I want you to think about a law degree, right? Do you think that fucking lawyer goes to work 9 to 5 and then makes all that money that you think he makes? No. He works 16 motherfucking hours a day. Calls his fucking clients at all fucking hours when it's convenient to them. You know, these magical jobs that just fucking bring in the money and allow you to have everything else that you want to have, and even like hour-long lunches and you know, cushy sit down at a fucking desk all the time work. No, that does not fucking exist. People really, really want it to. In fact, anyone who applies to a job at my market is much more likely to want to be a cashier than actually be anything that moves furniture once a day. Like, seriously. Like, there's not much furniture moving happening at all. I mean, you can't count on that as like your daily requirement for exercise. Everyone seems to want to take that path of least resistance. Okay? And when you see that path of least resistance, you need to fucking recognize it. And when I say, if you're not cheating, you're not trying, I fucking mean it. Because people will take everything that's socially acceptable and consider that, well, that's the norm. You know, that's the 100%. That's giving 100%? Bullshit. That's giving what you want to give and what everybody else wants to give. Right? Because the people who created that norm are the slackers, are the people who let other people own a business while they go and just sit in a fucking cubicle and get drained like a fucking battery from the Matrix person. Alright? And when you go rewatch that fucking movie, The Matrix, and think about Neo's job in a fucking cubicle farm versus the little battery sacks and the little mecha fucking trees that hold the fucking humans. Alright. Which one was sucking the life out of the people for energy to make that machinery go? They both fucking were. They were fucking parallels. Alright? Eat or be eaten. Okay? So that's my rant. If you like my painting, just up thumb it. Maybe in the long run, somebody will find my market and walk through the door. That's as much e-begging as I can do for you right now, but I'm working on it. Got the gears working. It's on the back burner. One day I will e-beg something fucking huge. More than just, yeah. Laters.